Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl Amber Patience, and I'm here to have my morning coffee with you. I have my French press here, I have a timer here, and I have the rest of my coffee. So this is the last of my Cafe Bustelo. I do need to go shopping. I hope you've had a beautiful morning so far. Thank you for being here. Remember, I am streaming on 6 platforms on my phone. I am on TikTok and on my webcam. I am on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Kick, and Twitch. Feel free to jump around the internet and find me. Just trying to make sure that this is a little bit more visual for you all. If you have any issues with audio or anything like that, feel free to let me know. I do have my dryer going. I do have my dishwasher going. I also wanted to get on at 9 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time, but I have something to go do. So just roll with the punches. I try to be consistent regardless. Thank you for those who joined. Feel free to comment, hello, etc. I'm gonna get the hot water in here. So I really like my French press. It is dependable outside of that time I burn myself. But if you have any recommendations for any other products that you think I should use, feel free to let me know. I'm gonna put this timer on for that. I also put the timer on again so that I can do like a show and tell kind of situation with you all. So Tomens1_ said let's grow on pushfyp.com, and that is a Twitch comment. Thank you for your comment, regardless if it's a bot. Let's look on my Instagram. Brother Red joined, Novell 80 joined, Henry's Cleaning joined, Sway Carter joined, Zay joined, Louis the Third joined, and Sway Carter said good morning on Instagram. Good morning to you. Tith Odelar Dipolu on Facebook said nicely. Thank you. Good morning. Going to my TikTok real quick, see if anything happened there. Collins joined, Rishi joined, Tannen joined, Selfie Spot joined, and Just Chill joined. Thank you for being here. I have 0 likes on TikTok, so feel free to tap, tap, tap away. And then also with Facebook, I have 1 like from Tith Oldar Diplu. Gave me a thumbs up. I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate the engagement. So we're gonna let that sit for a moment. I'm gonna grab my coffee cup. I'm gonna grab a spoon. I'm gonna grab some creamer, and I'm gonna wait for your wonderful, wonderful questions and responses. Track Shack Studio said, so you just gonna ignore that I joined? I'm so sorry. I didn't see that you joined. Actually, I read everyone else's, but Instagram didn't. I got trained. Yeah, it didn't say that you even joined. Very, very strange. Or I literally missed it. Let's see. Kramer. So we're going to talk about some more financial. We're going to talk about real estate. We're going to talk about relationships, and we're going to talk about religion. So feel free to start your questions. Looking. Track Shack Studio said playing in my face again. It's not really my vibe, so I think you might have me mistaken for someone else. Coffee mug. Let's see, what coffee mug should I use? Let's go. I like this one. So we have this one here. It's actually my daughter's. And then I need a spoon. Thank you for being here. Thank you for existing with me. So, as we have this timer going for the coffee, I have sugar cubes, I have a coffee cup, right, we're good. So finances. Yesterday we spoke about finances, and by the way, my eyes are big, so I'm looking at my webcam. But TikTok, I am here with you too. Big C, thank you for being here. So finances. Yesterday we spoke about having a huge goal but breaking it into small amounts. A lot of people are like, you can't do this or I can't do that. And it's like, yeah, you can. You just have to break it up into reasonable bite-sized amounts. So saving every Friday, putting something in your savings account is really important, because the alternative is not putting anything in your savings account. And then a year later, 10 years later, what did you save? So the finances for today is financial literacy, understanding how to diversify your options, having cash on hand, having credit on hand, having a resume, right? Your credit history, and then also different accounts and different CDs, and making sure that things are right. So like educating yourself. If you go on your algorithm and type in stocks or bonds or savings or real estate or investing, and you just scroll for like a minute straight on those kind of topics, your algorithm will shift. I've done it intentionally for myself. So I know that you can do it too. So changing your mindset and becoming financially literate. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room when it comes to finances, but understand where your current finances are, understand what options there are, and then take the step with knowledge to figure out, okay, well, I'm going to go open a CD and save my money this way. I'm going to get into this investment group and do this. I'm going to understand what my credit score is. Some people jump onto Credit Karma is a free website. Not sponsored, but Credit Karma is a free website for you to, let me decline that, double check my audio here. Credit Karma is a free website, not sponsored, that you basically look at your credit score, see what accounts are pulled up, things that you can maybe dispute, but just being aware to go, oh, I forgot I had that credit card, or oh, I thought that my limit was this, or my utilization is really high. So keywords being financially literate, when it especially comes to your credit report, is things like utilization. You don't want your utilization to really be over 30%. If you can get it under 10%, golden, right? You want your credit score to be godlike credit at 800, right? But 700 or high sixes is usually like, you can have a lot of options, especially with real estate, but also credit approval and things like that. So figuring out ways to build your credit. A lot of people think if you just pay off something all at once, your credit is going to skyrocket, and it's not. It's a resume, it's a history. So taking that, again, going bite-sized amounts. If you owe $10,000 on something, paying all $10,000 at one time if you're capable isn't probably the best thing for your credit. And if it's over 7 years old, you might not want to touch it all, because it's going to roll off your credit. I am a realtor, not a financial specialist. So please talk to a financial advisor and a professional before. So the timer went down. We're going to push this coffee nice and slowly so I don't burn myself on camera again. I've been on live for about 8 minutes. I'm actually trying to figure out if this is like what the actual, it's obviously not an hourglass. I got it at Ross because I was like, I have a 5-year-old I need to put in timeout sometimes. So I think it's about 5 minutes, but maybe it's closer to 6. Just pushing down this coffee. By the way, usually it's a very soft, slow press, as long as you don't try to push it down too fast. I think I have in the past. So we have my coffee cup, making sure I'm in frame. Coffee poured, is that in? Yeah, you all can still see it, cool beans. And then we're gonna put some sugar cubes. Let's do 4 sugar cubes. Double checking audio, double checking chat. Just people coming in, saying nothing. Stonekiller88 on TikTok said hello to you. Craig Raman joined, thank you for being here. Papa joined, thank you for being here. Arthur Elthridge, thank you for being here. Toxic Punk 138, thank you for being here. Drummer Guy 1986, thank you for being here. So I just got some coffee, got some sugar cubes, and now we're gonna go in with the creamer. Currently I am using Starbucks, not sponsored, brown sugar shaken espresso oat milk creamer. We were just speaking about finances. So yesterday we spoke about basically creating steps, right? So every week save money. Don't try to figure out how to get rich quick scheme, right? Because doing nothing is the equivalent. Doing nothing gets you nothing. Doing something is something. So I'm gonna turn this on again, and this will be my show and tell time. I mean, everything I do is kind of show and tell, but I'll put something on screen and I'll talk about it. The Louisiana 2.0 on Instagram. Good morning. Sorry, Coffee Lady morning. Good morning to you. Looking. So we talked about financial literacy. And utilization is a really key point. So I try to tell my kiddos and people I know, try to keep your utilization under 10%. Obviously, you're going to go on vacation and you're going to want the miles and you're going to want the points, but paying it down each time. I actually think it's better to use a credit card than a debit card, or use a credit card instead of using cash. The reason being, I don't like that we're going to a cashless society, and I have a whole political stance on that. But getting the benefits and the miles, and then obviously the protection of having the lineage of like, oh, I swipe my card here and that's here, and then there's insurances here and things like that. Utilization. What's another? Your credit age. So people are, oh, I can apply for a new credit card, and that's fantastic, kind of, but you're going to shorten your length. So say if your credit history time is 20 years and you get a new credit card, you can shorten that to like 5 years or 10 years, right? According to how the algorithm plays out with credit. What else could I talk about with credit? Utilization, credit, like history, length, age. What else is there? Oh, things can be on your credit so long that they will like fall off, or people will try to reactivate them. So you're like, oh, I need to start paying this again. Really talk to a financial advisor before you decide to start paying off debts, because it could end up harming your credit. A lot of people don't realize that if they buy a house and then they like have a bunch of debt and things that come up after they purchase their home, and then they go to refinance it. Or refinance is basically like saying, hey, we are going to approve you for a brand new loan, pay off the old loan and then give you a better rate, but you have to have all your ducks in a row. You have to have all your IRS stuff paid off. Sorry, not a financial advisor, I'm a realtor. But ideally, you have all your IRS stuff paid off. You have all your credit stuff paid off. You have your DTI, your debt to income ratio, is really important when it comes to purchasing real estate, and other options. Like, I am a realtor, so a lot of my stuff goes back to real estate. I want to remind you I'm a realtor. Hi, by the way, my name is Amber Bate, and I'm a realtor in Washington State. If you or someone you know is looking to buy or sell real estate, feel free to reach out to me. I do have over 100,000 followers on all platforms, and I yap a lot, but I'm in the greater Tacoma area, and my brokerage is not only nationwide, it's also international. So if you're anywhere in the world and you're looking to buy real estate, feel free to let me know. Scrolling. Again, my webcam is here, my phone is here, and then my laptop is here. So I got TikTok on my phone, on my webcam, I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Kick, and Twitch. And then on my laptop, I'm looking at comments. The comments on Facebook, YouTube, and Kick and Twitch will show up on the screen for you all, but I have to look over this way to see them. And then Instagram and TikTok, I tried to read them off. So I have a couple dates tonight, this week. I'm very excited. So I'm gonna go wash my hair. Oh my goodness. So I looked at the timer at like 8 minutes, and then I flipped it, but I meant to like pay attention to what time I was at. Someone remind me before I flip it again. Because I want to know how long it is. Is it like 5 minutes? Is it 6 minutes? Is it 7 minutes? Is it like 6 or 7 minutes? 6, 7. It's actually what's on my refrigerator. Oh, they wiped it off. There was like 6 sevens all over my fridge yesterday. So silly. Talk to me, people, and then we'll get into relationships. Talked about finances. Then we'll talk about relationships and religion and real estate. Kind of already talked about real estate. Maybe I should do real estate first. So, we talked about finances, being financially literate. Real estate. Real estate is really a wonderful way to diversify your portfolio. The reason it's a reason to diversify your portfolio is if you buy a home this year, 2026, and you buy it for $500,000 at a high interest rate, right? 20 years from now, you have not you're not done paying off your house yet, right? There are opportunities for you to refinance, to pay off the house, to do things. But if you just make the payments as documented, right, you're gonna pay a lot more than $500,000, and you're not gonna be done because usually it's a 30-year mortgage. They have been trying to push something called the people that be like a 50-year mortgage, because a lot of people are just like not buying, and it's more about an option to buy. Oh, it's gonna be done. I'm gonna flip it. But you're not gonna be done. But what will happen is the house that you bought in 2026 for $500,000, most likely, not guaranteed, will be worth hypothetically twice as much. So if you have $1 million house, has inflation happened? Yes. Has other things changed? Yes. Has property change, taxes increased? Yes. But you just had an equity that, hypothetically speaking, you have paid off the the $400,000 or $300,000 loan that you had, including principal, over the 20 years. You're able to pay off the remainder of your mortgage and keep that equity that you have in your home. A lot of people don't understand, and I'm going to jump into another topic, but a lot of people don't understand when you take that equity. So say hypothetically speaking, you owed $100,000 still, you sold it for $1 million, right? You have $900,000. Well, you're going to get taxed on that, and that's called capital gains. But if you do a 1031 tax exchange, 1031, I think it's a tax exchange. I'm a realtor, not a tax professional. And you roll it into another property. You want to buy a condo down in Florida. You want to get an investment property. You want to buy a home for your child or something like that. As long as you roll that money back into another real estate property, then you can get less of a tax on it. And that is not an evasion. It is a rubric that the government has so that you can continue investing in America. Okay, so this changed over. I'm going to keep talking, but I'm going to flip it. It is right now. One moment. Technical difficulties. Okay. Why are we not working? Oh my gosh. Unplug, replug. And we're back. Okay. TikTok did not experience that. They just saw me clicking away. So real estate is really important. So we are at 8:26. It's gonna be 18 minutes. I'm gonna flip it right now. We've been live for 18 minutes, so I'll see how long that goes. I have my coffee going. We just spoke about real estate, capital gains, finances, etc. And then I'm gonna show you this. So this is me. So that's a picture of little me. I need to wipe this frame off. But it's a picture of little me, and then that's a picture of me a couple of years ago. That's what I share. So sometimes when I'm speaking, and we'll talk about relationships, so relationship with self. So I have had dark moments, and I've had dark days, and I've had people tell me that I'm not enough. And I have to remember, as a mom, I look at my children and I'm always building them up. As a spouse, I'm looking at my spouse and always building them up. Always. Unless I'm like in a very, very dark thing that I've been pushed down very much, and then I lash back sometimes, and then I have to be held accountable for the things that I've said. But 99% of the time, I am building up my spouse. With my family, I'm building up my family. I do not critique, I do not judge, I do not punish. When I do feel like I'm stepping into those lanes, I check myself, because that's a me thing. That's not a them thing, right? If they ask me my advice, I only want them to be better. So I've had this conversation with my mom and my brother. Y'all care more than I do. And when I say that, like, they want to teach people for them to be better and like grow and do all those things. And like in theory, I do that with you all, but I'm not doing it specifically to you and telling you how to fix your life and telling you how to fix your life, right? Like, I'm not doing that. I'm going, hey, if you're struggling with self-love, remember that once upon a time you were like this innocent, beautiful soul, right? And the soul has stumbled and had issues along the way, but you deserve the grace and you deserve the love. right? So if you enter this world by yourself and leave this world by yourself, are you taking care of you? Are you taking care of you? Sorry, webcam, phone, laptop. And so I like that when people are like, oh, you're so self-absorbed or you're so vain. I'm like, first off, it's a visual app. I'm going to share myself because that's kind of the point. Two, I'm a realtor. I have to share myself or else I don't eat. By the way, I'm a realtor. I'm a realtor, I'm a realtor, I'm a realtor. I hate cold calling, but I love yapping. So by the way, this is me on your feed reminding you I'm a realtor so I don't have to call you. And I'll be on here on my bonnet, in my pajamas, and my date night clothes, and whatever I want to do. Because I'm letting you know I'm a realtor. Let's see. Shin Shun Mia 2409 said, hi, oh girl, are you okay? Very cute. Thank you. I am currently streaming on 6 platforms. I am on my phone on TikTok, and on my webcam I'm on, oh my gosh, I was so close. Facebook, Instagram, Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. But yeah, love yourself. So a relationship with yourself is really important, not in a vain, all about me way, but you have to love yourself. Like, oh, do I need to hydrate? Do I need to take a walk? Do I need to like take a depression shower? Do I need to, right? I can't be so self-sacrificing. I can't be so heavily bound that I'm no earthly good. I'm trying to give to everybody else and I'm not taking care of myself, right? But also I can't be so into myself that no one else matters. So finding that balance, and that's what I tell my kids and myself, life is about balance and it's give and take. So I will go, hey, be good to yourselves, treat yourselves right, here's financial advice. But if someone's like, oh, I just bought a Lamborghini, but I'm homeless, right? I'm not gonna be like, ew, why would you do that? You didn't ask me for my advice. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you for sharing, right? And they're like, oh, you don't care about my, well, and people try to like be toxic, and I'm like, that's not my baggage. So someone like messaged me the other day and they were like, oh, by the way, they don't follow me. But they were like, oh, well, I'm struggling and I need this and I'm trying to get a GoFundMe for people to help me. GoFundMes are great for good causes, but if it's that all is doomed and you're like, I can't work because I have a disability and I can't work because I'm chronically ill and I can't work, that's really frustrating. I can't imagine. My grandma's going through so much immense pain right now. But people want to go, well, what can you give me and what can they give me? And people owe me something. And that's not really, it doesn't work that way. Life doesn't work that way. You have to continue being annoying and you have to continue being, showing up on people's feed for people to go, by the way, Amber's a realtor. I should probably use her. I just like, oh, if I DM her, she probably won't answer me. I will answer you because that's what I do. Right? On the range of the internet, if I'm really into animals or sports or something, make the content, write the book, do what you need to do, work hard so you can live the life you want to live the life you've been dreaming about. The only person standing in your way is you. And I've been there. I go, oh, it's my spouse or it's my kids or it's this or it's that. It's not. I'm just standing my own way. Now, can I create my own way? Yeah, I could try a couple things, see what works. But the truth is that any path I take, I have to work hard. So Jason Dwayne 2017 said, oh, Johnson Dwayne, my apologies for reading that wrong, said, happy Tuesday, Queen, love emojis, thank you so much on Instagram. Mono Javan 2660, but I only see you in Instagram. Oh yes, I'm currently streaming on TikTok, Instagram, Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. So you can bounce around the internet and find me. My link tree is on top of my Instagram somewhere. You can Google me. I show up pretty fast. Yeah, but I'm on all of those platforms. So some people I've seen, like they'll leave Facebook to go to TikTok to go to YouTube to see the different things. I also realized I'm on YouTube twice. I'm on YouTube Shorts, landscape, and then I'm on YouTube landscape as a video, and then I'm on portrait as a short. So anyway, that's a picture of me. And the timer went off again, and I didn't look at how long it took. Was that 18 minutes? So is that 8 minutes? Let's try again. So when it hits 25 minutes of us being on live, I'll try again. Double checking my audio. Good there. Okay. Too many K's. My apologies. 10 techno Rat and KJ say good morning, Lady Amber. Good morning to you. Good morning, baby.
Good morning.
Uh-huh. You sleep good? You slept hard, huh? You go sit on the couch. I won't be long. Okay?
Okay, I'll get my tablet.
Okay. Said good morning, Lady Amber. Good morning to you. Lit Flair said good morning, Amber. Good morning to you. Mano Javi Nav 260 said, but asking for a girlfriend is shameful. I have no idea what that means. I'll skip all those kiss emojis. I appreciate the love. Kellon John 15 said good morning. Good morning to you. I have 5 likes on TikTok, and I'm not trying to like judge you, but I know some people are spectating and not coming in. So if you could just like up the live because it's free, and we usually get Amber to 1K. That's so silly. Okay, I'm gonna flip this over again. I was yapping, so we're gonna do it at 26 minutes. Flip over. So I love communicating and talking to people on the internet, but I have to like swim through the sleaze to get to the gems. So sometimes when people are like being weird and then they say things like, you never tell me the name of your kids. Why would I tell you the name of my kids? You're being weird. Weird energy. And that's not to shame anybody, but like you get on live online and you're like, oh, we're just like online. I can do whatever I want. I'm like, if you saw me in real life and you're like, oh, baby, come here, baby. I'd be like, what are you doing right now? I'm a real person. Don't be weird. Have I been weird before on the internet? I just did. I just did just now. Anyway, so I'm turning this over. This is my next thing I want to share. So it's about my family and my kids. So I'm wiping this off. I got this out of I have like a little case of pictures. So this is my family. I want to show it to TikTok too. Hold on. This is my family. So I am married and I have 5 babies and I love them so much. And it's really important for me to take care of myself so that I can keep taking care of them. So I share that I'm a realtor and I share online so that you all can help me pay for their tuition and their college and everything else. And if I love these people, then I have to love me. And if I love these people as kids, then I have to love him as the young man that he has grown into. And that's what we do. You just keep realizing whatever is your trigger, you just try to be a good person and remember that everybody's somebody's kid and everybody's was a child at one point. So just love everybody. Just love everybody. And if people are like weird and deranged and like crude or anything else, like, oh, you were raised weird, you know? And you keep on moving. You protect your energy. Again, boundaries are the distance I can love me and love you. So there is some sacrifice that comes to me when I'm trying to interact with you. I'm going to take away some of my comfort and some of my understanding and some of my patience and my attention to come to the table. But also I can't allow people to drain me so much and to push me so much that I harm myself. So I figure out what that balance is. And sometimes that balance is we're not talking, right? And sometimes that balance is easy because we just interact and we just flow. And there is no, you're not stepping on my toes, I'm not stepping on your toes, we're good, we're vibing, right? Whereas if I go, hi, how are you? Because I'm a good human being. And someone goes, I'm doing well, how are you? I'm doing well. I don't have to go, oh my gosh, I had the weirdest dream last night and my husband, like I don't have to do all of that. I can just be like pleasant. I don't have to be friends with everybody. I just need to be friendly with the majority of people. And some people don't deserve friendly. Like you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot. Kaylon John said, strong mom, strong kids. Amen. Amen. That's on Instagram. Mano Javi Na said, don't show them your husband. Their hearts will be broken. I've been with my husband. All up in your face. I've been with my husband. He's going to hate that I'm showing this picture because he's lost so much weight. For 23 years, on and off, lots of breakups. But he's my favorite person. Even when we're broken up, I stalk him. And when he's dating other people, I go find him. And I just love him so much. I just love him so much. And then my kids are like, why are you so intense? I'm like, because you're him and you're mine and you're our love. And I squeeze them. That's my babies. Okay. K-pop Cat's Eye P5G said, you are so pretty. Amen. Thank you. Thank you to amening my speech. I just love my baby so much. And I just love my family so much. And I just love my husband so much. Scrolling. We flip this over again. I'm gonna drink some more coffee. We spoke about finances. We spoke about real estate. We spoke about relationships, relationship with self, financial literacy, and real estate. We talked about capital gains and equity. Jay, thank you for saving the day. People out here not liking nothing. Jay's on TikTok, liking up the live, saving me from famine. I am grateful for you. K-pop Cat's Eye said, no problem, girl. I'm a Christian. That's awesome. Me too. Me too. Is my cross somewhere? It's there. Mono Javi Nav 260 is very engaging in the comments, and I'm grateful for it. Said, is your husband still with you? Yes. Okay, scroll. If you all are interested in streaming yourselves, feel free to ask me questions, use my referral code. I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you or someone you know is looking to grow their social media or buy anything that you see, feel free to let me know. Okay, so we did another one. That was me yapping a lot about that one. So this is your next one. So we're gonna flip this again. I still haven't figured out how long this is. All right, 31 minutes. Hopefully I'll try to remember. It's about 31 minutes and 24 seconds on live. Jay, thank you so much. We're at 544 likes. I'm so grateful for your presence. Mono Javi Nav 260 on Instagram said, you should ask to us also, don't drink alone. I don't know what the wink emoji is, so let's skip over that. I'm not drinking alone. I'm having coffee with a friend. And sometimes coffee with a friend is interrupted by extra people who are being weird. So like, don't be weird. Just enjoy conversation. K-pop Cat's Eye said, how do you fit into a new school? It's hard. I used to go to different schools all the time until I got to 7th grade, and then I stayed still. But it's not really about fitting in. It's about kind of like absorbing. This is me. I am not a counselor or a therapist. I'm a realtor. It's not really about fitting in. A lot of people are trying to like find that like weird, like awkward. Everyone's a little awkward. And some people have super confidence because they know this tip, and I'll tell you. You go to school, you go to a new job, you go to a new place, you go on social media. And you're like, you know what? I'm gonna just be me. What are my responsibilities? What is my syllabus? What is my schedule? What are these things? And I'm going to just exist. And that is what I did all throughout high school. And people were kind of drawn to me. I am not a popular person. I am not a super extroverted person. I just have to share online because otherwise you would just be staring at a blank face. So I would like sit in the lunchroom, and then people who felt comfortable around me, which is a lot of people, would just come sit with me. And they would have conversations, and I would make a comment, and then they would comment back, and then we would be conversating because that's life. I never try to force anything unless I'm madly in love with a human being, which has happened a couple times. And then I'm like a little bit of a stalker. But besides that, I'm very smooth because I'm gonna exist. And I never wanted to have like I had a best friend in high school, but like if she was absent, that doesn't ruin my day. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, oh, I have no one to talk. Like I can't be that person. I'd like drive myself crazy. So sometimes I would sit at the lunch table and people would be talking, and I would get up and I'll go to the library and I'll go read a book. Not because I didn't have people to talk to. I just don't ever want it to be that I'm bound to something outside of being madly in love with someone where I get crazy. But I don't like being bound. Like I'm like, oh, I can go over here, I can talk to this person. And then I do look at everyone like they are children of God, children of someone's, somebody's child's, a son or daughter of somebody's mother, right? Hey, how are you? And they're like, ugh. Like, oh, you're polluting. Hey, how are you? And it's find the next person to talk to. Or I don't talk to anyone. I'm happy in my own company. Unless it has to do with real estate. And then I need you to have me be your realtor. So we're talking. And not always is it selfish. Sometimes you say something funny and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. Or I have a funny thought and I'm like, I like to share it with you. And that's why engagement is important. Freddie B said, Amber suggestions. Another segment, do one of your dances between the segments. Okay, I'll do it after this. There's no music. I can't do music on YouTube or Facebook or which one else can I do music? But TikTok lets me do music. But I'm streaming on 6 platforms. So I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. You are very welcome, cats. K-pop cat's eye. I hope you have a good time at school. Okay, scroll. Let's see. Mano Javan Nav 260 said, actually I'm an Asian, so we don't drink alone. Always ask before drinking, but you haven't asked, that's why. Okay, I'm not Asian. My family is, but... And I always say, get a drink. Drink with me. Good morning, people. King Mill said, how old are you? You look super young. Thank you. I'm 39. I just turned 39. I'm a 39-year-old mama of 5. Joker Killer said, you beautiful. Joker Killer _25 said, you beautiful. Thank you. Buddy, you're supposed to get your tablet. You went in there to get your tablet. Where's your tablet? That was so long ago. Big Rap RJ did a thumbs up on Instagram. Thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. LeVar liked the live. Thank you so much. We're finally at 1.6. I was like, what happened? I was at 5 likes for so long. And then Jay came in here, etc. Okay. So I have to sing because I can't do music. What song? Oh, I have 2 cameras. How do I do this? All right, I'm going to do it on TikTok because that is where I'm at. From the moment I wake up. Oh, no, I have to do it right. And I put on my makeup. What do I do? I go like this. What do I do? What's my dance? I do this. Let me pick another song. Hi, my name is so and so, baby. Can you tell me? Oh, it's the stomach. That's what it is. Okay, I got it. Do 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 do.
Start on my one. I'm only at 1.
I have to do the punch. Peekaboo. I don't know. Sorry, webcam, you didn't get the TikTok version. You got the side version. You're out here being a sideliner. Mono Job said, but the way you look 16. Yeah, I'm grown. I'm a grown woman. Mono, you shouldn't say like that. I'm assuming there's language barrier. I'm just gonna leave that on. We're gonna flip this over again. Do I know? It was like probably six minutes. So it's 38. Remind me. I flipped it at 38. Big rap Peter J said very good. You know you should sing, and after singing, dance will be like wine. I sing all the time. You must be new here. LeVar said good morning. Amber, good morning to you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the likes. Yeah, I like that idea. Thank you so much for that, because I was like, oh, I should dance between. I'll talk about real finances, and then I'll dance, and then I'll talk about real estate, and then I'll dance, and then I'll talk about relationships, and then I'll dance. I was supposed to have another show and tell. I've been on for 38 minutes. I actually kind of like this. I'll have to like actually go around my house and like pick up stuff. So I just went in the photo cabinet. Why is this not fitting? So this is my first trip to Hawaii. It was, what year is this? I went in 2025 and 2024. This is 2023. And my whole family went. And the really cool thing is, is my nose ring good? Okay. The really funny thing, oops. The funny thing, let me get close for both. So, where am I? I'm all over here. So this is me, and then my 5 kids went, and then my mom, biological mom, right here is my mommy, and then that's my daddy. But they brought their spouses, so that's my bonus dad, which everyone thinks is my real dad because he's so cool and I'm so cool. And then this is my bonus mom, and they had a son. Where's he at? There he is. That's my brother. He's 26 years younger than me. And then that's my husband and my daughters. And where's my sons? I'm holding my baby. Where's my son? Oh, there he is. There's my son. And then my nephew came, and my mom and my bonus dad are kind of keeping an eye on him very closely. He has a little brother that stays with his other grandma. And then this is my brother. So that's my mom and dad. We share mom and dad. Some of my siblings only share half. I know, I showed them already.
No.
Okay, go sit on the no, leave my, I'm gonna show them that one last.
Okay.
Okay. I think it's last, yeah. We share a brother. Checking my audio, checking my stuff. Okay, cool. And then I'll look at the chat. And then my brother decided to bring this YouTuber, and then she brought her son, and then they blocked me because they got into some like weird conversation. But like, why did I get blocked? You gonna have a free trip to Hawaii and then block me? Weird. But anyway, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. I don't care. It's been a couple years. Oh, be in my pictures, and then you gonna block me? I've been blocked a couple times. Literally like this many times, so it bothers me. I'm like, for what? What did I do? K-pop Cat's Eye did wave emoji hand splats on YouTube. I'm grateful for you. Mono Joseph, you know I am even half of your age. Cool beans. Maybe I need to block someone when I get back on Instagram. Okay, scroll. Let's go there. LeVar, thank you so much. Let me scroll up real quick. Kevy Kev, you're so amazing. Thank you for all the likes. Scrolling up. LeVar said, kiss from a rose. Oh, I have to get the lyrics. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna have to open another window. Okay, let me not mess this up. I don't even know if I could. I haven't sang that ever. I shouldn't say ever. So we talked about finances, we talked about real estate, we talked about relationships. Oh, we didn't talk about religion. So one of my toxic traits / good things that I have. Don't do that, whatever you're about to do. Oh no, what are you doing? I knew it was gonna be some big thing that's gonna disturb my, I just wanted the lyrics. Okay, I'm gonna sing this part. We're talking about religion, but one of my toxic traits / good traits is that I see love and light in almost everything. So I can listen to secular music and still think about God. And so like the relationship between man and woman and flesh and the beauty of the material world is a gift from God. And then the spirituality and the consideration and the acknowledgement of that is the spiritual part. So it's just a beautiful blend. So I like all kinds of music, and I like to eat, and I like to live, and I like to socialize. But I also enjoy spending time with myself. So we're gonna turn this over. I still don't know. 43. So that was 38 and 43. So it was like 5 minutes. It's a 5-minute timer. K-pop Cat's Eye, so you're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you. I only have like 600 people, which is a lot of people. 600 people are in my kitchen right now. Oh my gosh. But I'm grateful for you. Thank you for being here. So I'm gonna sing Unwarmed. And I'm not a singer, I'm a realtor. I'm a real estate agent. I help people buy and sell homes. So, baby, I compare you to a kiss. I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Ooh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels, yeah. And now that your rose is in bloom, a night hits the gloom on the grave. I did not know those were the words. I always just go, baby, na da 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 da. Anyway. Next show and tell item. This is my mommy and daddy, and this is my big forehead self. I have such a big forehead all the time, like up until like I don't know, it's like 21.
But that's me, and that's my handsome daddy, and that's my pretty mama, and that's my sleepy little brother. That's me. And so my mom and dad got divorced when I was very young, and I used to like, oh, I wish y'all would have stayed together, and y'all should have waited at work, and you weren't there, and I miss my dad. And then I go, oh, y'all were kids. Like, my mom had me at 21. No, my mom had me at 20, and my dad had me at 21. So they're literally like just getting out of teenagehood, trying to raise a family. And they're fire and ice. It's very bad. Up until maybe like the last 10 years, they would like, they couldn't even be in the same room. But then they found their spouses and their people. And they've had spouses between that. It wasn't the right spouses. So they found their spouses, and now they're cordial. And it's awesome. And my mom is like, oh, that's like my brother, which it kind of is. But my dad still like will talk about the past. But my dad's a really good person, and my mom's a really good person, which is why I'm a good person. That's my show and tell. Okay. Looking at my time, we're at 45 minutes. Mano Javi Nav 260. I will block when I get off. Or feel free to block me now. I'm okay with that. Said, can we talk about make girlfriend? No. I don't want to talk about that. We can talk about that on another thing. You probably won't be here because I think there's like the language barrier, but then there should be some thought to the language barrier. So we're going to work on that. And I kind of already talked about it. I feel like you're in a good relationship with yourself, and then you realize you kind of just show up and exist. Then someone will see you, and you will compliment them, and they will compliment you in like life, in your existence, and then you have a relationship. Super easy. K-pop Cat's Eye said, my dad tried to ooh, I'm sorry that happened. I don't really think that that's something that we need to talk about on here, and I hope that you find the help that you can get, and I hope that you have a platform that you can share that on. Let's see, scroll. Cool beans. So again, I am on 6 platforms. I'm on my phone on TikTok, which I have 2.2 thousand likes because people are caring out here, and I'm grateful for you. I am going to charge my phone. There we go. And then brighten my screen over here. Cool. And we got that. Okay, cool. The frustrating thing about social media, and I posted this on a reel the other day, or earlier today, is that you're supposed to interact with everyone who interacts with you on social media. That is how the algorithm works. So if it's a troll, if it's someone spamming you, if it's someone saying something crazy, you're supposed to interact with them because it's engagement. And the truth is that good people are like, oh, I just wanted to be here and watch. They don't really want to interact. Do you know what I mean? So they want to see the interaction regardless. If you have no one to interact with, if you ignore all the bad comments or negative comments, and then you don't have anyone to bring back, like, hey, good morning, how's it going? I'm in Atlanta, I'm in Beijing, I'm in Sydney, Australia, how are you doing? And there's no conversation, then you're just talking to yourself. So you have to talk to people regardless of what they're saying. Even if they use trigger words that are like bad for your algorithm. You speak to them, you make a note of it, you keep on pushing. And I do block people. I actually unblock people a lot. I think that's all I had to really share. I shared all the pictures I brought over. We're at 48 minutes, so that means I need more show and tell stuff in general. But yeah, I'm just gonna drink coffee and see if anyone has any questions, I guess. K-pop Cat's Eye said I do that with my comments. You should. You should do it on your comments, on your post, and maybe like strangle and things like that are like triggering for the algorithm. So you might want to not mute yourself, because I would love for you to tell your story. But yeah, it's not really my platform. I've had super violent situations in my life, and as much as I like want to share like everything, the truth is that social media is still censored on a good level. I got a flag on TikTok, by the way, yesterday, because I was playing Black Space Jack with cards, and they were like, flag, no gambling. I'm like, I've seen so many things on, on TikTok. I can't gamble. Now I said the word, and now they're gonna be like, what are you doing? Cool beans. Kev 15 like the live. Thank you so much. McGoopon, I'm so happy to see you. Thank you for the likes. We're at 2.3 thousand likes. I don't think I've gotten any heart me's, or I didn't see them. I didn't get any gifts at all. If you all are thinking about streaming yourselves, feel free to ask questions. I'm currently streaming on 6 platforms on my phone. I'm on TikTok. McGoopon sent a heart me. Thank you so much. And then on my webcam, I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Kick, and Twitch. I don't know why I jumped fingers, but it is what it is. K-pop Cat's Eye sent a cat in a box emoji. So cute. McGoopon on TikTok said howdy. Howdy. So I'm at 50 minutes. It's 8:59 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here in Washington State, where I am a realtor. If you or someone you know is looking to buy or sell real estate, feel free to reach out to me. My cameras are so far apart, but it kind of feels good because like I'm like doing this camera thing. It's probably not great for you, but feels good at the moment. Oh, because I put the phone up so you can't really see my stuff anymore. Because I'm charging it, it's on this stand. Questions, comments? What are you drinking? What are you doing? What's your week like? Bye, K-pop Cat's Eye. Thank you for your presence. I appreciate you. Good morning, beautiful princess. Morning. Just looking for comments, looking for questions. Tony said good morning, and what are you drinking? I'm currently drinking Cafe Bustelo with some sugar cubes and some Starbucks not branded content. Brown sugar shaken espresso flavored creamer. Someone asked if I was a housewife. I mean, technically I am, but I am also a realtor. So a lot of my time is the flexibility of having my kids and cleaning a home and cooking at home. But I also actually just opened my husband set it up for me, but it's a patients community services. So I'm going to be basically a community advocate. I'm going to help people with rental assistance and resources and job fairs and things like that. So I'm actually really excited about that journey in my life. We also have a nonprofit we're starting, or we've started. We actually had our first board meeting the other day. Yay, very excited. And I'm a realtor, and my husband owns a business, and we have some other businesses in the future. Our oldest is going to college soon, so soon. So it's the first of our 5 children. McGoopon is spoiling me. Tony said, repent please for coffee, Cafe Bustelo. Oh, using Starbucks. So many reasons I should repent. I repent every morning, every evening. Sometimes while I'm driving, sometimes while I just have my thoughts. I'm always talking to God. London joined, thank you for being here. Mark joined, thank you for being here. Basket joined, thank you for being here. Kaz liked the leg, thank you so much for the likes. We're at 2.9 thousand likes on TikTok. scrolling. We have one person on Twitch, one person on Facebook, one person on Instagram, 3 people on TikTok. Did I say that wrong? So it's one person on Twitch, 2 people on TikTok now, 1 person. I'm just like bouncing around. But I'm here. I've been on live for the last 54 minutes. I'll probably stay on for another 5 minutes. This could be my goodbye alert. I kind of like the timer. It kind of reminds me to like change it up. Questions, comments, drama. I'm gonna go wash my hair. I mean, my hair is it's like straightened, but it's not straightened. So we're gonna go start from scratch. Oh, it smells good. Must have been the oil I put in it. But anyway, I'm gonna wash my hair. I'm gonna go put on some lashes, put on some nails, get ready for my date. I might lay in bed for just a second and scroll. I'm so bad about taking care of my hair, so there's like so much breakage, especially when I'm in my depressive moods, but you know I am really happy to see your patience. Thank you. It's my middle name. Scroll, look. Cool. Well, I am so grateful for the audience. I'm so grateful for your time. We got 3,000 on the TikTok. Thank you so much. Several comments, several engagements. We spoke about, we didn't talk about religion, did we? Someone said repent. So for me, my inner dialogue since I was very young has always been me speaking to God. So if I start having self-hate or self-degradation talks, I have to go, oh, what are we doing? Who is that? It's not me and it's not God. So what's going on here? And so I rebuke it because I have to love myself and I have to take care of myself. I can give critical assessments of what I'm doing, right? Like, oh, you're tired, you're grouchy. That's not very healed of you. That's not very wise of you. That's not very peaceful of you, right? That's the flesh. So let's figure out how to balance that out with the spirituality, but not rebuke the flesh because we're spiritual beings in a human experience. So like this touching and feeling and smelling and all of the things were intentional, but it also distracts from the spiritual, right? But it's about balance and it's about discipline. So what was the design for? And so I think about things like that. So I think about everything like that. Even when I'm drinking my coffee, I'm drinking alcohol, or I'm going out, or I'm, you know what I mean, interacting with people, I try to think, well, did God design me to do? Do I want to be completely covered up when we were all born naked? No. Like, I can dress how I want to dress, but should I be in a Jezebel spirit where I'm like always like trying to like be, have someone be lusting after me? No. But I don't have to be in a box where I can't be free. So I can be goofy and I could be, you know what I mean? I don't have to become hither. That's not what I'm doing. I have a spouse. I'm good. I'm golden. Even if I didn't have a spouse and I was just chilling, people assume I'm being central anyway. So God is in everything. God is the greatest thing in existence because he is the one who created it. So I always go to him for everything, and that's what I do. I don't like to put names and titles on entities, but I do. I'm a very big fan of Jesus, and I'm a very big fan of God. And then I assume that people doctor and edit things, so I don't take the Bible like as fact that is burned into my flesh, but I do take it as a resource that God's word speaks through. But I also think that God speaks through literature and through movies and through interpretations and sciences, but I don't think that I have to be led by other people. I see information and then I talk to God and I talk to myself to have this conversation to figure out who I am and does that matter. I hope that helps someone. Just my interpretation of the world. Maybe it matches your interpretation. Maybe you're like, oh, that's an interesting way to think of it. Or maybe that's why Amber's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I don't know. Scroll. Well, thank you so much. We're at 59 minutes and 50 seconds. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. I'm going to say bye to the stream first, and then I'll say bye to TikTok. Have a beautiful and blessed day. If you need anything, let me know. Oh, I probably should press the button. Give me a second.